New chair! So, we have a new chair for the channel. Very excited about that. Rest in peace, old chair. Actually, it's just in my bedroom at my other desk. But that chair has been with this channel since the beginning, and honestly, it's gone now. It's gone forever. If you were subscribed for the squeaky, creaky chair, it's dead. This one, completely squeakless. So I've been in Nashville. You guys have been getting backlog videos for a minute up until the Game of Thrones review, obviously. I don't get to view those episodes early, so I did actually record that at 11 p.m. and upload it at midnight. I love you, that's why I do these things. If you're curious what the next upgrade for the channel is going to be, new mic stand. New mic stand's gonna be next. And over the weekend, I finished another Dresden Files book. I know, non-Dresden fans, you're like, Daniel, you're reading a lot of Dresden. I'm aware. But apparently, I read the worst book in the entire series last, and the one after is widely considered the best from the comment section and the small sampling size we had. And I was done. I was like, no more Dresden Files. I'm tired of it. All these criticisms. And Deadbeat. Book 7 in the Dresden Files. 6? 7? 7? 7? 6. Number. It's like Jim Butcher heard all the criticisms that I and many others had for the last book and changed it. It's really remarkable. I stand by my criticisms of the last book. It was a bad entry in the Dresden Files, but he really stepped up his game here, including actual character development for other characters as well as Harry Dresden, having multiple side characters develop, getting Murphy out of the picture, which I thought was going to make this not one of my favorite books at the beginning, but it actually, having her out made Harry come to some realizations that I really, really liked. And overall, maybe second best or best Dresden Files book yet, in my opinion. The villains were pretty high stakes. We had somewhat mostly new story beats, actually I'd say, except for the very beginning and very end. Pretty much original. Jim Butcher really stepped it up, stepped out of his comfort zone a little bit, was able to have like whole battles that didn't just feel crazy and chaotic, and it's definitely the best evolution of the Dresden Files yet. Things that were built before come back in and have stakes here. There is an incredible amount of world building for the standard Dresden set so far that is, again, very well done. Literally, it's like every criticism, everything that was irking me so far, turned up, including having Harry Dresden go back and acting as a detective very hardcore. Like, he's really being a detective here. That escalates out of the situation into a wider, grander thing. Something that was attempted in a previous Dresden Files book and did not land for me. So Jim Butcher, that's how I applaud. Good job, seriously, fantastic. Am I going to continue Dresden Files? Possibly in the future. I just did 2 in a row, and while they were really, really solid, I'm not sure I'm gonna pick it up again right away, but I'm pumped. Good job. Good recovery there, bud. Proud of you. So let's get into spoilers, shall we? So one complaint I've been getting, wow, the arms on this thing go up weirdly, so I can like melt my elbows here. So review like this whole time. Finger gun review. One thing that some people have been complaining about is I don't get enough into spoilers. So let's just jump on into spoilers. So if you have not read Dresden Files episode 7, Deadbeat, get out. Get out, you monster. And for your spoiler-free review, I'd recommend you go read it. It's good. If you're this far to Dresden Files, don't stop before this one. At least finish this one, because it's a good note to leave on. So necromancy, something that's been loosely I'm gonna keep playing with this chair. Something that has been loosely dabbled in with Dresden Files before, but now coming to the forefront and becoming the tool, the weapon of our enemy. It was really cool, and I did not expect Harry Dresden to start using necromancy at the end, let alone to bring about a goddamn dinosaur. That was really cool. Like, that was one of the moments where like they introduced the dinosaur skeleton, and I was like, oh, one of the villains is going to bring back the dinosaur. But then Harry does it. Harry brings back a dinosaur to fight for him, and it's awesome. In terms of just cool, which cool factor is a large thing going for Dresden Files, it's just a cool series of stories and has a cool concept as a whole. One of the highlights of the whole series in terms of just wow factor, in terms of and actually making it land and not feel crazy out of place. We have a new character here as well I want to mention, Butters. I just imagined Butters from South Park the entire time. I couldn't not do that. So the fact that his mannerisms were largely like Butters from South Park Didn't help either. There's Harry Dresden and Butters from South Park just running around fighting necromancers in this one. I do hope that Butters sticks around. He's a cool entry, good amount of character to him. He's kind of a cliche coward. There was like a couple moments that were like mild anti-Semitic jokes, but like not in a mean way, like in the, it's a Jewish guy making fun of himself for being Jewish way. It was good, funny. It made me go, it's humor, it's fine, it lands, and if anyone's offended by stuff that mild, get over it. I will say the theming in Dresden Files, while it is so cliche to the point of just painful at times, it's so cliche to the point of painful where now it's actually enjoyable. Like having a story about necromancers with zombies and having the new friend be a mortician. Obviously, that's what Dresden's Files is gonna do, like, for sure, duh, but it works that it's so obvious and on the nose, because that's what Dresden Files is. It's this on the nose, wink wink, kind of, that's the mafia thing, I shouldn't do that, nodding at the audience left and right, and I enjoy that immensely. And from the framing of this all being Harry telling a story, it works having things be turned up a little bit. The unreliable narrator, not unreliable, but personalized and focused through a certain lens narrator is interesting, and I enjoy that, and it works overall. Now, I mentioned the sexualization of Murphy in the last book, which kind of bothered me, because she was like the one woman who had kind of avoided that throughout the series, but it did happen to her, and well, I get now with the idea that Harry and her are starting to have like a budding romance, or I guess he's more having a romance with her, and she's not reciprocating yet. It makes sense that the framing there would slightly change. I still think the scene with the laser wire and taking off your jeans to get under the wire was beyond but I can forgive the reframing of her a little bit more if I look at it as foreshadowing of how Harry's feelings are evolving to this point. Now, the only thing I fully did not see coming in terms of like plot and being like, wow, that came out of left field, was the librarian type love interest being a figment ghost of his mind imagination. Another twist this book took I didn't call at all and was handled fantastically. Good job again. You know what, real quick, let's just get this out of the way. That's my review for Deadbeat out of 10 for the spoiler field. Out of 10. Good job. Yay! So really, this might be the strongest evolution for Harry Dresden and might be the strongest entry for Dresden Files, period. I need to sit on it a little bit first. But yeah, you guys are right. I'm glad I came back, and at least, I'm not ending. I will pick up Dresden again in the future, but I'm happy I came back and give it another try, because this at least is a better place to leave off before I come back and pick it up again, because there's no sour taste in my mouth. This one was good enough to wipe that clean. I still feel like the entry before this one was certainly the weakest of the series yet, but having that followed up by the strongest just follows the pattern Jim Butcher has set so far, because he's not consistent. Wow, he's not consistent. But I do really hope that these books as a whole uptick after here, because if there's anything that's going to lead to a complete recovery and continuing increased quality, it's going to be Deadbeat. Deadbeat was just more solid quality all around for sure. At least he evokes emotion. That's what I'll give Jim Butcher. He certainly evokes emotion for me, because I have so many feelings towards Dresden Files, positive and negative. It's quite interesting as a series. But next up, we will be diving back into Dark Tower for me, and from there we'll be going back into the Broken Earth. Let me know what you guys thought of Deadbeat in the comments down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was I too harsh on the last one? Not harsh enough on this one? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how your weekend was. I'm curious. I want to know. Have a good one, y'all. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon if you want to support what I do here. $1 a day, $1 a month. It's not a daily charge. $1 a month can help me have a secure future, and that's it. That's all. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm extraordinarily tired if you can't tell. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.